That works. Okay, says we're live. I don't know if I got the right channel. Well, I got the right channel, but the right live stream. Anyway, welcome to the channel. This is Rebecca, my wife. We're back. Looks like we have 2 followers or 2 watchers. Does let us know if it sounds good. This is kind of new to us, so we're gonna need a little help. Anyway, we came to talk about Rebecca's new channel. Now we got one on. One of them was me. Anyway, we're talking about Rebecca's new channel. It's called
Hoeing Isn't Easy.
Hoeing Isn't Easy, or Hoeing Ain't Easy.
It's not.
It's not ain't easy. But anyway, we got 6 people now.
All right.
All right, let us know if it sounds good. We're just testing this out here, see if it works. We're hoping to do a live stream weekly. It may be every week, every other week. But anyway, what's your channel going to do? What are we doing on your channel? Because my channel is about backhoes.
I know.
Okay.
So I thought just doing things for my husband was normal, like, driving a dozer, pulling a road grader out. Was just normal things that wives did. But when I started telling people about what Mr. Digginok here would ask me to do, it wasn't normal. It kind of is in Mulhall. I'm just going to say that a lot of wives drive tractors, and
they should. They absolutely should help their husbands.
So anyway, my channel is Hoeing Isn't Easy because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. But also, I like to garden. I like to cook food. I like to can. And I just think that a lot of kids didn't get home ec like I did. When I was in school, we had a home ec, and they taught me how to cook. And nowadays, schools are more about what the test score is and not like learning what actual life is. And so I want to show how to do basic stuff, what I call basic stuff. But people today maybe don't know how to do that. And
people don't know how to do nothing.
What are you doing over there, bud?
I'm trying to figure out how to answer questions, or if anybody has them. I don't know what I'm doing.
So anyway, Frank and I have been talking about this for a few years about me branching out, and I just wanted it to be my own content. And you'll get to see what the behind the scenes things are that happen around our farm.
Maybe you got to film them.
Yeah, but it's not easy. It's a lot of work, and we got some comments.
So how to not burn water? Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, if I go in the kitchen to try to cook something, Rebecca, if she's watching me, it's like, you're doing everything wrong. And I can burn water.
It's really cringy, but I try to back off. I try to let him figure things out.
I'm not a good cook.
Well,
I can weld things together. I can run equipment.
Right.
I'm not good at cooking. She is very good. Some of her, when we go to a restaurant, I usually am disappointed because her food is always better at home. So also, I think that it's important that people learn how to do meal prep for a week.
Yeah.
Which she does. Very good.
And another thing I do that's kind of, I think it's kind of fun is I go to a local store. It's called Crest, and I just buy what's on sale. So I buy different proteins, and then I figure out what I'm going to do with it for the week. And I want other people to see that you can cook good food at an inexpensive cost.
Really good food.
And, it's not that difficult.
It's difficult for me.
And running a backhoe and a dozer is difficult for me.
But she can show people how to do it. We got a comment that says, hope y'all are staying warm. It is cold. I think it's warmed up a little bit today.
It's 18 right now.
It's 18 now. It was 6 this morning. We got about 7 inches of snow for those that are wondering.
And if you don't know,
no ice. We have no ice.
When it snows in Oklahoma, Oklahoma shuts down. Like, we just completely shut down. We don't leave. It's just kind of
everybody says we're canceling work, we're canceling
Everything
school.
gets canceled,
And
so
it doesn't even have to snow. Sometimes it's just because
too
it's cold. So
like Monday, I'm probably not going to work because it's going to be too cold.
we understand that most of you people don't understand Oklahoma, but we're trying to explain it to you best we can.
Yeah.
My work shut down. Everybody was calling me like on, what was that, Friday, Wednesday? Our weathermen, they hype up these storms.
Yeah, they said we were going to get 18 inches.
We were supposed to get 2 foot of snow according to one.
And as Frank says, the weathermen should be weather women because the women might say it's actually going to be 8 inches, not 18 inches.
Yeah. Anyway,
you know,
it's kind of difficult to run a business with the weatherman saying we're going to have this happen. It actually did happen this time. I mean,
we got snow.
They always get cold right, and they can predict wind. So if they say it's going to be cold and windy tomorrow, they're right. If they say it's going to be cold and windy next Friday, they get that right. But the moisture or the rainfall or snow, they usually miss it. Houston is freezing. Yeah, I can imagine Houston is not used to the cold weather. Now, when I was a kid here, we remember winters when we used to always get snow, and it wasn't a big deal. It didn't seem like back then. Of course, back in what year was
we
that?
had Gary England as a news person, and he did not hype it up like some of the other ones do nowadays. He was just.
But there were winters where we would actually skate on ponds because we had enough cold weather, and that hasn't happened in several years. So that kind of stuff. But Texas is probably suffering pretty bad. You guys aren't set up for cold. I mean, it's a whole different climate down that way. Hopefully it warms up soon. I think it's supposed to be back above freezing on Thursday, Friday. Oh, okay. I thought you knew.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't predict the weather. I just deal with it as it comes.
But anyway, so her channel is, you're going to have to help me.
Yeah, Frank cannot. He hates what I call it.
Why don't you type it in on there so that it's like, so they can find it?
Okay.
Type it in the chat.
All right, it's making me do work. So Frank hates my name, but I think it's very clever because I like to garden.
Howdy, Nick.
Okay, what did I just do?
No. We cannot restart now. We'll schedule a restart. Yeah. What did you do?
You're making me do stuff.
I don't know why I did that. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, all right. My computer needs to restart.
It's ready for an update.
If it restarts, we'll try to get back on the stream. So sorry, guys. Hoeing Isn't Easy is the name of her channel.
He's got a track hoe. He's got a backhoe. I've got a garden hoe, and it isn't easy. But it's fun.
The reason I said hoeing just doesn't sound proper. I don't know.
It's clever. It's cute. It's funny.
I think
it's sassy.
It'll work. Anyway, her name is Rebecca, but we call her Bec, B-E-C, just in case you're wondering. Kevin Morgan, I don't know how to just pin, but I don't know a lot of this stuff. You guys can probably educate us on how this works. But anyway, you guys got any questions? Like I said, work was real busy. I've been digging a lot of footings. I've been pretty busy doing backhoe work. Traco's running fine now. You're going to find some more videos of me working on it coming up. So anyway, we're just getting her channel started. So the next live stream we do will probably be on Hoeing Isn't Easy. So I'll be a hoe or something, I guess. Anyway, we do have 19 people watching this.
Wow,
right
I'm really impressed.
We exceeded my expectations.
I expected 2.
Another
and it was me and him.
Another thing I want to say is, what's a suggestion for what time you would like to see a live stream? I mean, I know 4 o'clock on a Sundays.
You do sell yourself. You are a hoe.
I do. See, there we go. All right, now you gotta be nice if you're gonna comment on this. You know, whatever. I'm good.
You're monetized.
Yeah.
I'm
But
not.
anyway,
I'm free.
that's not even right. Anyway, so what's a good time for you guys to watch a live stream? Hopefully we can accommodate that. But we're thinking maybe once a week. It'll either be Saturday night or Sunday night
Or
Sunday afternoon. I don't know. It's so cold today. We're stir crazy. It's been too cold to get outside to do a whole lot. I've been out feeding cows. You probably saw video with tobacco, maybe Traco feeding cows or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's about all I know. As far as we're just kind of asking you guys what you think about suggestions for that. And we are just in our house. There's a weight bench behind us. It's not a fancy setup. We don't have a fancy office to do this, but
yeah, in case you're wondering what the duct tape thing is, that's the weight.
Nick 710 says, I need to see your Traco on my farm. Let me know where it's at. We'll get it there. It needs a job. Might be kind of hard to get there for a couple of days. The roads are pretty bad.
That Traco is massive. It's just really
We've got
huge. You just have no idea what it's like until you get right up and close and personal.
Rebecca's got some footage. She helped me. She helped me run. Well, when I was trying to scrape all the oil out of the bottom there.
Yeah, Frank tried to teach me how to swing.
Well, I'd like to show her how to run it so I can take it to Nick's farm and we can just let her run it.
I'm up to learning, but it's going to take me time because I've actually never done anything like that. I just do what he tells me to do and hope I don't kill him in the process.
Right. But anyway, be happy to bring the Traco up to the Nick's farm. I think I do know where that's at.
And see, Frank, you are the best hoe operator.
That he knows of. I'm not the best. There's
good.
better ones out there. I will never say I'm the best because
I endorse him.
The best is a moving target. It should be. So, not the best. Probably one of the best. One of the better ones. But sorry, I'm getting text messages here. But,
wow.
Yeah, that's unusual. Nobody from work is calling.
Nobody.
Nobody's saying, hey, we need you to come and work Monday or Tuesday or probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The snow
isn't easy.
The snow is going to shut us down for a while. So, you were going to say something?
I said hoeing isn't easy.
I know, but you had something else you was going to say. Part of this business, I don't know, we'll just give you a little background. We got married 34 years ago. We dated for a couple of years before that. So we're old people. Got gray hairs to prove it. Anyway, we started this business in '99, and I had been doing work for my dad, and I decided to go out on my own with his endorsement, of course, and he said that was fine. And I thought
we did a budget. Frank did a budget.
Back at the time, I thought if I could make $5,000 a month with
I think it was $4,000.
Might have been. It was 90. What year?
99. Yeah.
That seemed like we would have enough money to just do everything.
Also, we bought a house. It was a little starter home, about 1,100 square feet. I think we paid $17,000 for it.
It might have been 18.
And our mortgage was like $217 a month.
Things were different back then. I mean, in 99.
So, $4,000, $5,000 budget was really good money at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, when we had our first kid, Kristen, she decided to be stay-at-home mom. And I thought, I've got it all handled. I got a backhoe to make this work.
And we did.
Let me tell you, it was not easy. Nothing about it was easy. It still isn't that easy. We have done well, though, because she's really good at budgeting, and I'm really good at paying attention to her. And when I think I need to go buy new equipment, she
slow as a roll.
A little bit. But she's always been good about when things are good, we put money back. So when the weather's bad and when things are not good, we rely on that money to
Right.
get us through. So to any young guys out there thinking that you ought to get in this business and it's going to be easy, make sure your wife stays at work. It
Yeah.
helps a bunch, but we made it work, and I'm happy we did it the way we did because I think it was the best life we could have given our kids,
Yeah.
and it's the best life that I could have had. I was able to concentrate completely on work, and I missed ball games, I missed meetings, but she always took
Yeah,
up the slack.
teacher conferences, all the
So
stuff that.
if you're a dad that wants to be involved with your kids' lives, it's tough to do that because I've missed funerals, I've missed, you know,
Yeah.
because when you're off work for 2 or 3 weeks and you got a job come up, you better go do it when you can.
Right.
So, but anyway, we have made, I think we've made it work.
We've made good choices. I mean, granted, you can't buy a house for $17,000, and that was our first starter home.
Well, we started out modest, and we
yeah,
didn't go crazy, I don't think.
but the thing is Frank listened to me. He knew I wanted to be home with my kids, and I did that. And you know what? That was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, and it wasn't a lot of fun because you know who your boss is? Your children. And they don't appreciate you. They don't give you they don't give you like the appreciation day dinner. They don't do that. you just
raising kids is a hard job.
It
And
really is.
I couldn't. It's like me and cooking. I couldn't stay at home with kids. I couldn't. It would drive me crazy. But anyway, just
what's it saying?
Catch up here. AWD. Thanks for coming and watching. AWD Junior, he watches my channel a lot. Who's Your Digger? He came to visit. Remember Joe? Came down with some friends from over at Pryor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember?
I do remember.
Kevin Morgan watches my channel. He's always commenting. And Vintage Farm, I don't know that I've come across that name. I'm not familiar, but anyway. I appreciate you guys tuning in, checking in with us. Means a lot to me that you're watching. YouTube's one of them things that half the time I'm ready to quit. Half the time I'm like, it's fun. Let's do some more.
95% he's like, I'm done.
I think it's just one of them things where, it means you live within your means or you go broke. You are exactly right. And our kids had a good life. I mean, we didn't, we were able to buy 80 acres. We were able to build a house, and it's worked out for us. But I remember times when we had to really cut back on our money. I mean, like,
oh yeah.
spending.
So when Frank and I first got married, we used to drink Dr. Pepper, which I don't know why we did that, but
Dr. Pepper used to be my favorite.
Oh, that's why we drink Dr. Pepper. So when Frank and I were married and I was doing the bills and he saw Dr. Diablo in the house,
that means we got to.
Times are tight.
Times are tight. We need to get some money coming in. But they got snow in Kentucky. Trick My Tractor. He watches.
Is it normal to snow in Kentucky? I don't know.
Don't know.
That's a place we want to go.
Are you going to Matt's this year? I don't know. Here's one place we are going to go. It's Cozumel Mountain.
Yeah, we are.
And probably not going to Con Expo.
So pricey.
It costs too much. I'd rather go somewhere with her fun than. Don't get me wrong, Matt's looks like a good time, and I'm hoping to do that in the future. There's some other shows. I think the Utility Expo is one out in, don't they have that? Isn't it? I don't know. You don't
ask me. I don't know.
I'm asking you guys. Is it in Kentucky? I think it might be out that way somewhere. I would like to go there someday. Anyway, I doubt that I'll make it to Matt's. Uh-oh, I'm fired.
Well, if you pay for his trip to go there, that's great.
I don't know
The
that
budget's not working
recognize.
out so well on that.
You're going to have to talk to the boss and see if he can send some more money this way.
That's right.
Because I would go if the money's there, but
it's so expensive. Like
it's pretty pricey.
Vegas should be cheaper, but Cozumel is inexpensive, and I budgeted for it.
Well,
I use my paycheck and I save up for it. And
I did miss the world of concrete. Hey, there's Thomas. Howdy. This is my wife, Rebecca, if you just started watching. Her name's Bec. That's what we call her.
Yeah, Bec. I do not go by Becky.
She doesn't like Becky.
No.
And I try to be nice because she's pretty good to me. Pretty good to me. Oh, this must be Alex. Alex is the Great Canadian Iron. I didn't know you had that name there, bud. That's nice. Great Canadian Iron.
I thought his name was...
Well, see if Jefferson can send me some money, because also I'm going to need a replacement backhoe operator, because if I'm in ConExpo and I've already spent a week in Cozumel, who's going to be running the trackhoe at next farm? Yeah, you're busted, all right. I mean, what are we going to do about that? I can't be everywhere at once, so...
That's the problem with owning your own business and being your own employee.
Now, don't get me wrong. ConExpo is one of the greatest times I've ever had meeting people that I've met through YouTube. It's probably the best. I wish there was a way we could do it cheaper. I'd like to come up to Canada and go to the antique Caterpillar Museum or whatever you got going up there. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names, but I'd rather go there than ConExpo because I like old equipment. I don't like the new stuff. Actually, when I look at new equipment, it really just kind of makes me sick.
That's why he likes me.
Well, I do have a 53-year-old truck and a 53-year-old wife, and both of them are very reliable.
That's right.
I'm not going to say any more about that because I'll probably get in trouble. Anyway, I like equipment that works. I like equipment that doesn't have a lot of computers. I like equipment that's trouble-free, low maintenance. So ConExpo was fun last time I went. It was kind of a mess because I lost my wallet. I didn't take her with me, so I was lost.
I know, and that's kind of a crazy story, right? He lost his wallet.
She still doesn't believe I lost my wallet. I assure you, I had witnesses. Okay.
He tried to check into his hotel and he couldn't check in because his name was Frank Frank.
My name is Frank Frank. Yeah, I did a really good job planning that trip. So if we go again, she's going to plan it because I can't plan a trip. Anyway, sorry, I'm not going. Not planning to. Now, if New Holland calls me up tomorrow and says, "Hey, we can buy you a new backhoe and send you to Vegas," then sure, we'll do that.
I'm down for a free trip.
From JP Dirt, just finished cleaning up our 12-inch snow. There is a lot of walking at them expos. Gosh, I remember the first year I went. She came out later that time. Was that 2020? That was 2020. That was the year they shut the Vegas down.
Yeah, we shut
the whole world down.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went out there and walked with Brandon and Aaron, and I had no idea we're like, our hotel's just right down there. You can see it.
Yeah,
Harris
is just right around the corner.
About 10 miles down the strip, and it's like, are we still walking? Can't we get a taxi? And they're like, oh, it ain't that far. We can walk. My feet were blistered. I wore the wrong shoes. I can't hang with that much walking. So Thomas just had 12 inches of snow. We had 7 inches, I think, here. So I've been kind of running around out here clearing paths so I can get to feed my cows. And I'm feeding the cows with the backhoe, actually feeding cubes with the backhoe, because when the cows you're tripping through snow and then the cows run over you, it can be bad. So
Did you tell them about the time
the time what?
that the bull?
Oh yeah, that was about 3 weeks ago. I was out there feeding the cows cubes, and I've got a concrete bunk feeder, so it's pretty nice because usually the cows stand there and wait on you to pour the feed in, and that's nice. But one day the bull was on the wrong side, and I knew right then something ain't quite right. And a cow got between me and him and the feeder, and then he started pushing the cow into the feeder, and it pushed me into the feeder, and I ended up laying in the feeder. Luckily, it wasn't crumpled. But anyway, yeah.
Hoeing's not easy.
Now we were telling a story about us. Where did we stop? Oh, okay. Anyway, I've been in business running backhoe since '99, and she's been my wife since '92. Is that right? Something
Sounds
like
right.
that. I don't know. I'm getting older, so was it '93?
92. You're right, 92.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know.
I graduated in 91.
I know
so
the
we were
important
babies.
numbers.
We were babies when we got married, and everybody told us to not get married, that we were too young.
I would like to go see Jefferson at Idaho someday. I need to. That's another trip I'd like to make, is up there to visit with Jeff, because we have a lot of fun. It's probably a good thing we don't live closer together, because we'd probably be in
Get in a lot of trouble.
But Jeff's good people, and just enjoy his videos. But more than that, the more I've got to know Jeff, I just really like him. He's a good person and fun to talk to. So maybe someday there'll be a Digging OK JP Dirt collab.
Yeah, I think that'd be
it
great.
might be a JP Dirt Hoeing Isn't Easy collab too. I don't know. He might need to learn how to cook. Maybe you can show him how to cook.
It's not hard.
But it's harder than you make it look. But anyway, also on your channel, what are you going to do this summer or spring? What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to be planting my garden, and we actually will start planting seeds for my tomatoes. Me.
Oh,
me.
okay.
I start seeding out my tomatoes in February, and I'll just be kind of doing some little storylines on what we're doing on the garden. I like to can tomatoes, brine cucumbers. Like, I don't know. It's just good home cooking, and it's nothing fancy. Let's see. Brownsville, Pennsylvania.
I would like to go there too. That looks like a really good show. I've seen some videos for that one. So thanks for the recommendation. It's on my bucket list. Thomas started in 1970. Sorry.
You're good.
You're done talking about what you're going to do on the channel?
You'll just have to follow along and see. I'm just going to show some ways to cook and ways to can, and just little simple things on how to cook. You may see this guy pop in every now and then.
Probably be holding the camera or something for her.
Oh yeah.
She won't hold the camera for me, but I'll do it for her. I will.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll hold the camera.
Okay.
Thomas said he started in 1970 officially, but actually started when he could walk. Well, I grew up on a farm, so as soon as I was able to drive a tractor, I was driving tractors. So I wasn't really doing dirt work, but ran equipment from the time I could probably talk.
And I was raised on a farm too, but I didn't like to get dirty, so.
She still doesn't like to get dirty.
No.
Thus, that's why she doesn't follow me around much with the camera, because I'm always dirty. But anyway, no, a lot of people probably look at us and they probably think, when we got married, a lot of people didn't think we'd ever make it.
Mm-mm.
But I am very happy we are still married, and I've never regretted it. So I got really lucky, I think. Pretty lucky.
Well, I was telling Frank, I said, in life, we don't get a lot of choices. I don't get to choose who my parents are. I don't get to choose who my siblings are. I don't even get to pick out who my kids are. But I do get to pick out one guy, and I picked this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy with it.
I tricked her into it
Mm-hmm.
a long time ago. Anyway, we're probably going to, I don't know how long we're going to do this live stream.
I don't know.
We got 20 people watching, a few people. Anyway, if you guys got any questions, type them in. Let us know. We'll try to answer anything we can. We didn't really have a plan or a script on this. We just
No,
thought
we're pretty boring people. So,
well, we're doing the live stream early because she's usually asleep by about 9
yeah,
or 8 o'clock.
bedtime, 9 o'clock.
She's early riser, but she doesn't stay up late. So
Nope.
I'm the opposite. I could sleep all morning and
Mhm.
stay up all night. But anyway, my channel is probably going to stay the same pretty much. You might get a video next week. You might not. That's kind of the way it's been going. But I'm trying to do better on it. I'm working through all the problems with the Traco. I think it's going to turn out to be a good machine. But man, it's been a lot of.
We don't talk about how much we spend on the
We
Traco.
don't even look at the
No,
budget on that Traco.
no.
And sometimes you're better off if you don't. I think you just try to make it work. Because if you start over analyzing things at one point, you're going to say, where do we quit putting money into this?
What's up with the international pickup?
That's something that needs to be going in the shop this winter. Thanks for bringing that up. The international pickup is a project that I would like to be working on, but I've been pretty tied up working on equipment. I've had some issues with my backhoe boom, and
we need a new boom.
I need a new boom for a B95 backhoe.
Bad.
The dipper stick. I need a new one. I just spent last weekend welding everything together in it. I didn't video anything because when I'm concerned about trying to get something done, I don't film anything. You don't want to see that. But anyway, back to the IH pickup. I need to get back to work on it. I've got it running. We ride around it on occasion.
It's nice.
It's pretty fun to drive around dirt roads.
Needs a new windshield.
I need a new windshield. I need to rebuild the front axle. It's got some brake issues.
It's really
whenever
sweet,
you hit
though.
the brakes, it kind of goes toward a ditch. Like you got to watch it.
What part of Oklahoma? I have in-laws in Choctaw.
We are about 45 minutes from Choctaw. We are north of Guthrie, in between. We're kind of in between Guthrie and Stillwater, if that helps you out. But we're 10 miles north of Guthrie. Choctaw's not too far away.
Is that right by New Walla?
Mm-hmm. It's where.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in New Walla. Well, not raised. I was born in Mulhall, but my parents had a house
You were born in Guthrie. There was no hospital in Mulhall.
All right.
All right.
So I was born in Logan County, which is Guthrie, but my parents had a place in New Walla, and I would live there until I was about 4.
And we went to school together, too.
Mm-hmm.
Our state getting the winter storm, we've got 7 inches. I haven't really heard any big reports. They've had some power outages, I think, down in southeast Oklahoma from ice. But basically, it's just cold and snow, which we can deal with that. That's not a big deal. Ice storms are the worst. When they hit, we lose power. And when it's this cold, that gets really bad. I think Texas has probably took it worse. Maybe Arkansas.
I don't know.
On the ice.
They were saying 18 inches. That was just insane.
Schaefer's Enterprise, Wolf Lake, Illinois. If he don't, I'll.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the info there. We'll give him a try. I've tried a couple of other companies, salvage yards, looking for a boom, and I actually had one bought. It was off of B95C, and I thought, well, this will work perfect. And then I got to looking on the parts list, and New Holland, between my model and the C model, they changed the length on some of the cylinders. And I'm glad I didn't buy it because I don't think it would have worked out. So I'll give him a try. Thank you for that, Tom. But I was born in Guthrie, but lived in Guthrie till I was 2, and then we moved. My family bought a farm up here in Mulhall, so very small town.
I used to say that.
Thanks for joining us, Trick My Tractor.
I am related to a lot of people in
She was related to half the people here. I was,
and he was a new
I came
guy.
from out of
Woo.
town, so
Yeah, not related.
not related to everybody here.
So he was very promising.
There's not many to choose from in my
I had
So-
one of the largest classes in our high school, and we had 18 in my class.
Mine had 23.
He had a really big class.
Big class. Yeah,
And in between us was like 6 kids or
Yeah.
something like that.
yeah, that class was
Maybe 7.
maybe 8,
Yeah,
7 or 8.
I don't know.
Wasn't very many.
So there was a
Small
baby
town.
boom.
Small town, small school district.
Not a lot of options.
10-degree average. This morning when I got up, it was 6 degrees, and that's pretty cold for Oklahoma. But Chartrand Equipment, Redbud, Illinois. Thank you
Great,
for that.
thank you.
I appreciate the information. Maybe we can find some parts. The B95 has 15,500 hours on it.
But she keeps making money.
She makes money.
We like her.
And as
I
far
like
as job site downtime, I have very little. So I do oil sampling on the engine. Everything still looks pretty good.
And lucky for him, he not lucky for him, but he is able to make his own repairs, which saves us a lot of money. He's a very talented
Lucky
guy.
for her.
It's lucky for me. Yeah.
It keeps money in the bank account because if I hired everything we needed done,
It wouldn't
I would
work.
have went broke
Yeah.
years ago. Trick My Tractor just did a water main emergency leak repair. I bet that was cold and frosty. Yeah. So, but when things are good with the business, things are pretty good. We usually put money back. We usually try to pay off debt. Pretty simple stuff. It's Dave Ramsey kind of stuff. Only we do borrow money. I mean, we have to at times.
And we do use credit cards.
We do
because
use
like our
credit cards
points.
because they give us cash back.
Yeah.
So we don't do it all at Dave Ramsey. But, you know, for younger guys wanting to get into business, I'd say, you know, figure out what you really want to do and find some solid equipment. It doesn't have to be brand new.
Mm-mm.
Now, Caterpillar will sell you new equipment, sure, but they don't care if you go broke. They'll take it back and sell it to somebody else. So,
We actually have been debt free twice. The first time we went through Dave Ramsey, got debt free, and then within the same week, I totaled my car. Didn't last long.
Mhm.
And then we went debt free about 3 years ago, paid off our house.
Yeah.
Thought that would be a great feeling, but the grocery prices, insurance, everything just went up, and we really didn't notice that we didn't.
It
have a
is
house
nice being
payment.
debt free.
And then we gotten debt with the Traco, but we're hoping to get it paid off
It
soon.
wasn't that much. That's a baby loan. Yeah, that's a lot of hours on a backhoe. Thank you. There's not many people probably use backhoes anymore, so I do enjoy what I do. I do like digging footings.
And
I
he's
do
good
like
at it.
working. I'm pretty good at it. I'm not the best. I'm pretty good at it. Russell's Tractor Park,
Thank you.
Alabama. Thank you. I believe that's Joe. But anyway, had a good time. Joe came to visit. He got to see Little Red and the B95, and I think he has a B95C or a B. I can't remember. I think it's a B95C. Can't remember what he ended up with, but he's got a new home back there.
Nice.
So I'm inspiring people.
That's great.
Not sure if it's great, but you know. But anyway, we're hoping with the Traco we'll get into more land clearing. We hope we get into more. I'm really hoping at some point. Yeah, he's got a B95C long reach.
Oh, nice.
He's got that long stick on his. So
Good.
anyway, hoping to get into more farm work. I wouldn't mind at some point getting out of the footing work because it can be pretty stressful. And the reason it is, you know, the job has to happen on a certain deadline, and it's really tough to sometimes. You're turning down jobs to go to a job,
Right.
and they don't wait on you. They don't say, hey, we can give you a week to get over here. So we're hoping with the Traco we can schedule in some farm work in between the high stress digging jobs, and maybe I can relax.
It'll be
I
a
don't know. If I could
semi-retirement
get her to
job.
run the traco, then I could
Yep.
just stay home in bed, sleep in.
But who's going to cook your supper?
I will have to work that out.
You'll have to watch my YouTube
I'll
channel
have
and
to
figure out
start
how to
watching
learn.
the YouTube channel.
Mhm.
Thomas, I don't think. I mean, there might be some overseas case tractors that had that same boom, but the newest ones they have here that are similar to the New Holland are like the B95C. They'd be a different. They got a different distance between the pivot. This is weird on screen. It's backwards. The pivot and where the crowd cylinder ties in is a shorter distance, so you'd have to shorten up the cylinder. Maybe it would work. I think if I got a complete boom off of one, the boom and all the cylinders, that would probably work fine. But that'd be a lot of, I don't know, it probably needs it. But, and at some point we're going to have to buy another backhoe. I mean, I know it can't last forever.
Yeah, we just want to get the traco paid off, and then we can start saving up for the backhoe.
Or maybe we just quit doing backhoe work.
Yeah.
Maybe just run tracos.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll have to buy a new traco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a vicious cycle. When you get into this business, it's all about equipment and keeping it up and keeping it paid for. The biggest problem I remember having is when we bought a couple, well, the first one wasn't brand new, but it was nearly new. The second one was brand new. And trying to keep up with that payment, man, it was tough.
It's scary.
Alex says John Deere sells a fine backhoe. Yeah, they sell them for about double the price of a New Holland, so they're not that good. And I've ran a couple. I like the New Holland. Actually, my New Holland is just as nice as any new one you're going to buy. It's got a nice seat, got air conditioner, stereo. It's got heater, important stuff, glass in the cab. Anyway, I'm not that picky on my stuff. I mean, there's a lot of guys that probably wouldn't have bought a 1973 Kenworth to start their business with.
Yeah, and what'd you pay for that? Like
$4,200.
$4,000? Yeah.
And of course, I had to rebuild the engine, and I had to do some work on it. I redid all the airlines, went through the truck, made sure it was sound, but it's only left me stranded on the road once. Now, I shouldn't say that because it'll probably happen tomorrow, but it's just, to have a truck for 26 years, is that right?
I bought it in 90.
I bought it in 98,
yeah.
So it's 28.
I
don't know. It's somewhere up there. But anyway, it's still going good.
How's the international folding neck trailer working out? Look for a low hour.
Yes, Thomas, the international and the folding neck are working good.
He had some scary times going across train tracks with it.
Yeah, we did. I did cross a train track with it, and the skids on there were kind of sliding across the concrete a little bit, but no problems. We made it. I had a traco. I could have pushed it off if I had trouble, but no, I really like the old truck. It's not something I want to use for long distance travel. It's going to be, local farm work. So if we have jobs far away, we'll load it up on somebody else's truck that has good trucks and trailers and tires and stuff. But there are some low hour pre-def backhoes out there. They're still asking quite a bit for them, and that's probably what we'll look at doing.
Right.
I don't want to get into the new ones. Mm-mm. Well, thanks for watching. Glad you joined us for the little hangout.
We'll try this again if you guys want us to.
Oh, we're going to. We're going to do this once a week at least. Maybe once a week. I don't know. Might be once a month. We probably won't do it when we're on vacation.
We might.
Well, it'd be funner. Be a better scenery down there.
Be a better view. I mean, good night. It's 86 degrees in Cozumel. Not that I'm looking, but I'm looking.
So she likes Cozumel, and I like going with her. Probably need to go with her.
You don't have to.
I think a brand new backhoe is probably in the range of 140 to 150, that's $1,000, 150,000. John Deere's probably 175, 200. I don't know. Alex knows way more about prices on new stuff than I do, but every time I go look at a new one, I just can't get excited about it. Thanks for joining us, Tom. Tom sent us he sent us the little calendar books and ink pens for Christmas.
Yeah.
They're pretty handy.
We also
to have.
got another calendar.
Yeah, we got a
I
calendar.
hung it up in the bathroom.
We did. All right, yeah, let's change the subject. We're gonna cut in wheat next year. No, I didn't get any planted.
It was too dry.
It hadn't really rained all spring here. I mean, or from fall to now.
We're in a drought.
This is the first good amount of moisture we've had. So price of a new Ford F-350 is probably, if you've got a base model, you could probably get one for $80,000. But if you look at how many F-350s Little Red has outlasted over 26 years, my $4,200 truck has come out pretty good. So I'm not even interested in a new F-350. I've got a 2014 F-350. I don't pull a backhoe with it. They don't hold up that well.
Wow.
My experience.
Somebody bought a work bull for 62 for $4,850.
Massey Ferguson work bull for, yeah, you still got it. That's pretty cool.
$4,850 cash. Wow.
That's a pretty neat story. It's neat to have old equipment that works. And
dang.
2.2 million miles and still making money. There you go.
Yep.
They do make emission deletes for New Hollands. I deleted mine. That's probably not a bad option right there. Me and Jeff talked about that the other day, actually. He's like, well, if you got a new one with DEF, you want to delete it. Other than you can get, holy crap.
That's insane. How are you going to make any money? And then the insurance.
That's Canadian dollars.
Oh, okay. Well, the insurance alone, good night. We're just bleeding out on insurance.
Yeah, our insurance bill is one of the worst. That's
a sore spot.
Well,
for me.
If you're in business doing what I do with all the big commercial jobs I dig footings on, they treat me like I'm going to go destroy a building every time I'm there. So
we got so many umbrellas, it's ridiculous.
I've got insurance with umbrellas and canoes and I don't know what all. I can't. We've tried shopping insurance with other companies.
Nobody wants to sell it.
They won't even do it because they're like, we can't even get to this level with your insurance. So, but if you were just doing farm work or something like that, you could drop that general liability way back. It'd be a lot cheaper. But part of the deal with what I do is I don't have a lot of competition digging footings. So I've got two companies that if I don't dig for them, they dig for themselves. And when I started out this business, I had competition and it was harder. And so now I can kind of set my price.
Most of them have been bankrupt. Well, that's the competition. Couldn't make it.
That's the whole deal is all my competition decided, well, a couple of old guys died.
Well, yeah, they were good.
They were good at it. But the other guys came in thinking they was going to make a big killing on it. And
it's a lot of work. It isn't easy.
It's easy to do the work.
It's not easy to make it in the business
working. I hope that makes sense. But I try to handle it best I can. She tries to handle it best she can. At times I'm stressed out. She's usually not. At times she's stressed out. I'm usually not.
I think the biggest thing for us is just setting that emergency account up because there's going to be times that you're just not going to have work.
It's going to be too wet.
And usually it's the month of February, but in the last few years it's been in the spring because it rains too much or something. And there's just like a whole month or 2 months that you don't have any work. And that can be stressful when you got to pay the bills. And my paycheck doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't.
Well, she does work now that our kids are grown.
Yeah,
She
but it
does
doesn't.
work.
It doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't
It
cover
pays
the
for going
cost.
to college.
Yeah, it pays for cost of mail, and that's what I'm going for.
It's
Hmm.
it's pretty tough.
It isn't easy.
Um, and I've looked at going to work for other people.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong. In 2008, I actually was applying for jobs, and I about just
We about
decided
went under.
we wasn't going to go under, but we were going to quit doing what we were doing and do something different.
Yeah, it was really hard.
But we had just built a brand new house, and then the recession hit or whatever happened in 2008. But we made it. I remember I had a job interview to meet with a water company that worked. I was an oil field water company. They sold water to these. They were doing a bunch of drilling back in them days. And I had an interview to go meet with them, and they were going to hire me. They said if I wanted a job. And I got a phone call that, hey, we might need a footing dug out in Elk City. You want to go? I said, sure. Let's go. And that's the way it went.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, from that time on, I think things got better. But it was a choice.
It was a real hard
It was
time.
leave
and go and
yeah,
do something that you hate.
It was either park the backhoe, sell it, and just go to work for another company, which working for another company is not a lot different than what I do, other than they have to be there every day. And a lot of times I might have to be there, but I might be there 3 days a week, 4 days a week.
And there's a lot of out of town, and that doesn't
And then there's
work
always
for us.
politics with these companies you work for. There's always politics in them, and I don't have to deal with that. Basically, I go to work, I do my job, I leave, I go home. So I like where I'm at there on that part. But yeah, it ain't always just been, yeah, there's plenty of work, you're gonna make plenty of money. That's never happened. We've had some good years where things just seem to go really well, and that's when we put money back and
we're ready for when it doesn't go
try
well.
to pay off,
and that's okay. It's going to happen.
That's when we pay off the little loans we got or whatever we got going, and we put money back, or a lot of times we buy new tires for trucks or tractors or cars. Yeah. And having a new set of tires on your equipment's a pretty good feeling if they're paid for. But anyway, that's the little things. The problem I see is when you've got a big payment on a machine and it gets up there around 4,000, 5,000 hours, you're going to have to start spending money on it. And if you don't have it paid off, it's going to be harder to find that extra money to put into that machine. And like with my B95, I can put, some months I might put 2,000 or 3,000 in parts in it. And
it's better than a payment.
If I don't have any work going on, I could skip some of those parts and I could maybe push them down the road a month or two. So it's not like you're locked into a payment plan.
So this person says in 2010 was the worst for him. Took a winter job down in Antarctica for 6 months. Like, good night.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that just goes to show you we're not the only ones that have struggled through working and making it work. Yeah. I mean, I know we're not the only ones that's done it.
No,
everybody when I met people in Vegas last time I went, I met with several families that were like me, one guy operations. And the funny thing is when I talked to those guys, it was like our stories were lined right up. And it's like you have this idea in your head, you see pictures on Facebook, you see stories on Instagram, and it looks like this guy's on top of the world over here. You don't know. No. But
you never know what somebody's going through.
You really don't. But most of the dirt guys I know are pretty humble because they've been through it. And they're good people and tough people. So they have to be. I mean, it's the way the business works. Now, some guys, you look at their Instagram and they got all the new equipment. They got all these guys out there working and they're making a killing. But I guarantee you,
they're going through something.
They're dealing with something. Thank you for joining us. Have fun plowing your snow. I did some snow plowing with the B95 today. It was nice and warm in there. We'll be back to do some more.
Maybe next week.
Maybe next week we'll do another stream. Thanks for joining us. We've been going, almost an hour. I think we're probably about ready. wind it down. She's got,
Guys, cook supper.
what you got for supper tonight?
Got chicken soup.
Chicken
and
soup, homemade
Granny's bread. What do you call them? Butter dips.
butter dips. My mom used to make butter dips, and Rebecca's got it perfected. So, thanks for joining us, Kevin. Thank you all for watching. Like I say, next time we come back on, you need to subscribe to Hoeing Isn't Easy,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to try to be on her channel.
We'll
So,
try.
See how that goes. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good evening.
God bless. Wasn't bad.